Alright guys, welcome to the trading floor where we bring you the latest in crypto market price range. We're going to be looking at the next 11 tokens to see how they're doing in the market and what price range they're hitting. So I guess we'll hit the first one, the big elephant in the room that everybody's talking about, Bitcoin, and what people think is going to be happening. Well, looking through this, it did do a little run up. It is hitting definitely a wall right now at the 40,800. So if it's able to break above that and find that as support, then it'll be a nice little run to the 45,000. But if it can't and it just stays there for a while, then it'll probably come back down to the 38 range to get another run at it to try to get back up and try to break through. So, but as of right now, it's holding there, just trying to see if it can get through it. It might sit there for a little while. So we won't know which direction it's going to go, if it's going to have potential to move up or down based on if it can break through all the sellers sitting in that area. So now this will also affect the other coins that I'm going to be mentioning because they all have very good potential to move up. And as long Bitcoin stays stable, the other coins will do what they want to do. If Bitcoin starts to fall, then it's going to start stifling the other coins. All right, so moving on to ADA, Cardano. Cardano right now is sitting in a tight little range. If it gets above $1.59, $1.60, and gets past this cloud area, which will probably be another couple more days, then it'll probably have a nice little run to $1.90. It doesn't have anything holding it down. It's already been going up, it's already been going down, so it's kind of good timing for it to start moving to the upside. There's nothing there really holding it down. So, but it will be interesting to see within the next couple of days if it's going to get above the cloud or if it's just going to start falling back down. But I see it, for what I'm seeing, it looks like it wants to go up for right now, which is pretty good. Alright, so Ethereum. Ethereum's got a couple of things holding it down at the moment, but it could easily just spike above there and jump to 2600 easily. If it does that, then I'll have a nice little run to the 2800 line to see if it can break through to the resistance, because it's already been trying in the past to break through that resistance, but then it got weaker. Now it's got plenty of momentum to come in and try to break through the 2800, 2900, and then make that a support. If it does that, then we have a nice new range to start playing with. But it'll be interesting to see if this squeeze that it's in right now, if it's going to decide to pop up, which I believe it will. A lot of these coins are ready to go back up. It all depends on what Bitcoin does, if it stays there for a while. Alright, HNT. Same thing, going through the same pattern. It's in a tight little squeeze. There's nothing really holding it down. It just needs to get above $14 and about 14.40, 14.50. If it was able to get past, it's kind of hard to judge on this one, 14.20 maybe. If it gets above the I'll just say 14.30 to keep it simple, then it will have a nice little run to the upside. Otherwise, it'll probably get bounced back down and start trying to get another swing at it like it did here. It went down, it came right back up. If it's able to break above that 14.30, then it will have a nice little run to the upside. Otherwise, it'll probably attempt to come, to the $12 range and try to do another hit again to get above that. All right, HNT for Helium. Now we got Link, Chainlink. Chainlink, it's neither going nor either direction. Right now, it's being held down between $27.60 and $23.16. So it's kind of going to be maybe sitting a little range right now until it shows what it wants to do. It's not really moving in any direction at the moment. Alright, so not much on Chainlink on that one. You got Mana. Mana is being pushed down, but at the same time it's got momentum to the upside. So if it could break above the 76 cents, it could push at the 80 cents and try to get above 80 cents. Otherwise, it might sit in this 75-cent range back and forth for a little while until it finds a good momentum to keep pushing. But even though it is being pushed to the downside and we're still going down in a bearish direction, um, it really does want to go back to the 80 cents before deciding which way it wants to go. So we'll see where that one, I would say up before it goes down. All right, man. MATIC. All right, so MATIC, it was on a downtrend, and like I said, it looked like 60% wanted to go down, 40 wanted to go up, and if you guys remember, I mentioned that markets like to make us liars, so I'm glad I picked the correct direction on that one. It did break through. Not only that it broke through the resistance, but it looks like it's making it into a support. So it's going to be playing in this range. It's going to come back down, test the $1.50 area, see if it finds support. If it fails, then it'll come right back down in here between the $1.13 and the $1.56 range. If it does find support, then it will stay between the $1.80, and this will be the new comfortable zone between 180 and 157 range. This will be the new home for it for a little bit. So we'll see if it finds support at the $1.57 line or not. All right, for one Harmony, same thing, being pushed down, but it's got a lot of momentum to push up to the 9 cents. If it does able to get through the 9 cents and stays above 8 cents, it might keep pushing up to 10 cents. It looks like it was going to be doing one of these ping pong things where it's going to go back and forth, because it really doesn't want to be held down anymore. It's being squeezed like a soda pop that wants to move in the up direction, not down. Otherwise, it would have fell by now. All right, Raven coin. Ravencoin's another one that should have dropped, but it broke through. So I would say within the next day or two, depending on how long it takes for these candles to get out of the little cloud that it's in, it will probably run all the way up to 8 cents. And to see if it can break above the 8 cents, then it will probably run all the way up to 10 cents. If it bounces off the 8 cents, then it'll probably come back down between 7 and 8 cents and play in that little range. So we'll kind of have to see what happens if there's a lot of resistance around the 8 cents, or if it's just going to walk right through it like it's not there. Alright, Theta. So Theta, it looked like it was attempting to go back up to the resistance line at 970. It does have plenty of support. It does have a bull flag. It's got a lot of good signs to it, so unless Bitcoin brings it down because it drops, chances are it's going to try to do another push above the $9.70 and probably turn that into support if it breaks through. Otherwise, if for whatever reason something brings it down, but I don't see that sign at all. I see a lot of bullish movement here. So as of right now, we got the flag with the bull flag. It definitely wants to break through the 960. It might actually do it this time. It's got a lot of momentum. So we'll look at the main one is 960. If it breaks through there, if it finds support, then it'll start running, and then we'll see where it wants to go from there. And I'm actually rooting for it. It looks like it might do it. So let's see. Let's see if it makes me a liar. Alright, let's see. Next one is that for VeChain. VeChain, it's got some turbulence coming up with a lot of pressure to the downside. Sounds like I'm talking about the weather here. Looks like it might go up to 12 cents and see if it can get above this cloud around the 12 cents. If it is able to do that, then it might take another run at the 13 cents resistance line. It did it a couple times before. It looked like it's about the time to do it again. There's some pressure to the downside, but it definitely has some leg room to move. If it does move pretty good to the 12 cents, then we'll push to the 13 cents and it might try to hit that wall and see what happens. Unfortunately, it does look like there's a lot of resistance, and it might push it back down once it hits the 13 cent line, but it definitely will try. That is for sure. All right, guys. It looks like I got all of them. If you'd like me to hit another coin, please leave a comment on the bottom. Please hit the subscribe and the like thing. That actually will help my algorithm get to other people. And I really appreciate your guys' support. I'll see you guys in the trading room.